59, and we're going to do it together. I'm just going to change all of that right now to black. Thank you. Yes.
Are we looking in the book?
Right. So, on page 59, the front view, top view, and left view of a machine switch with cutting plane AA, and you were also given the point P on the drawing sheet. Right, instructions. Use scale 1:1 and convert the orthographic views of the machine switch into a sectional isometric drawing on cutting plane AA. Make P the lowest point, show all necessary construction, no hidden detail is required. Right, now what we tend to find is that the most difficult part, if you look over there, look for the one that says grade 12 course drawings handed in. Right, so if we, okay, you're going to be a brat, so I'm going to, if we follow the logic of isometric projection, okay, this here is my top view. Okay, and this is my front view. Okay, you all agree with that? So now what we need to decide is, why is it whenever I want a box, I don't have a box? Okay, so we've got the top view and the front view. Now we need to decide, are we going to see this side of the book or that side of the book? So we go to our, so when we're looking at our 3D model, okay, right, here's our little 3D model, very roughly drawn, as you can see. Very roughly drawn, yeah. Okay, bad line, anybody know? Okay, we know that this is our top view. This is never up for dispute. Do you agree with me? No matter what, that top part there is going to be my top view. The question comes in, is the front view on the left or the right? Right. They've given me this view. Okay, and this is the left view, yes. I think I went wrong. Please note, Aaron called himself an idiot. I didn't have to do it. I've got the left view, which means in my diagram over here, I have a left view and my front view is now on that side. Okay, another dead giveaway, guys. This particular one is a half section. In other words, that missing gap has to be over here in front. Okay. If we look at same thing there. Right? If we look at this one, how would what I did at the top there differ from this? It would differ because I've got a front view and a right view. So this would become the front view and this would become the right view. Do you see that? So whatever they give you, if they give you a right view, right view. If they give you a left view, left view. And the front view is always the other one. Yes, Arian?
But with this half section, right, how do we know how far down it goes?
All the way.
It's all the way down?
All the way. The only time, like for example, this section, they showed it to me on the front view.
Then you go all the way back.
Then it would go all the way back. Okay. And they will only ever show you a section on either the front or the top in isometric. In isometric. Yeah, we won't do the Millennium Falcon. Like this one here, the one we're doing. This one here, you see, section on the front view, section on the top view, section on the top view, orange.
No, but like, it's so hard for this small thing.
Okay, so we're happy with how we're going to place. Because if you don't know that, you've lost half your marks in your isometric. So the top view is always on front, and then it depends what they give you. Most of the time nowadays, I'm not saying all, but most of the time they are going for the 3 views. Okay? 3 views. Top, front, and then one side. Right. So, the big question is, how do I draw this? Now, guys, there are so many different schools of thought. Some people believe in the box method, some believe in the build up method, some believe in the build down method, some believe in the build back method, some believe in the do what you see and do that for, you know, like, there's not one specific way to do an isometric. However, there are things that you need to look out for. For example, the fact that they've shown us 2 angles. If I were you, I would get a highlighter and circle those angles, because there is a 99.9% possibility they've given you angles because you need an auxiliary view. Now, what I have learned over the years is sometimes if it's a 60 or 120, it sometimes works out. It doesn't matter. Draw the auxiliary view anyway. Even if you didn't need it, draw it. Because if you look at the mark allocation, another thing, oh, they don't have, so we will need auxiliary views for the angles. You need auxiliary views for hexagons, for pentagons, and that's all. Right, so I'm going to draw this how I would tackle it personally. Okay, you may not tackle it the exact same way. Okay, but there are certain elements that you do need to be aware of. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the box. So I've got 40, 40, 40, which is 120. So I know that from here at 30 degrees, I'm going to go back 120. Happy with that? Okay. Then Okay, at no point are they giving me a complete, yeah, they're not giving me a complete height at all. Okay, so my logic of doing the box method first kind of went out the window. Okay. Yeah, because of the 60-degree angles. And actually, now that I'm looking at it properly and not just look at this here. What is this? It's half a hexagon. So I'm going to need an auxiliary view of half a hexagon. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see here. It goes back to that point. Then it goes up and across, and I know that height is 25. So I'm going to use the build method. So from here, I'm going to go back, I'm going to go up 25, back 120, and down. So now I'm looking at this edge here, because I can work it out. Are you following me? Are you following like why I've had to change halfway through my tactics? Because if I use the box method, I need the height. I don't have the height. And I need both sides going off at 30 degrees. Yeah, we don't have that either. So now we're going to go from one side and slowly work our way back. So this height here, as you can see from there, is 5. So from here, I'm going to measure up 5 and go back. That gives me, and I'm gonna go over it in red so you can see what we've drawn as we draw it. Okay, so we've drawn this line, this line, this line, right. If that is 90 and that's 110, what is this gap here? If that's 90 and that's 110, 20. So my gap there is 20. And I know that the whole distance is 120, but that's 10. So what that means is that is 10 millimeters. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to change my layer so I don't make a mistake. That is 10. That we said was 90. And so do you agree? Rukona? Yeah. Say that now. When you start getting to that hook part, it does get the hook.
I can do the Jewish scarf.
Right, so we have drawn that. Okay. You all agree we've got that side of the building drawn. And I've done it in dark, which was bad of me. Why was it bad of me? No, what I did there, I did it all in dark. Why did I make a mistake?
Oh, because it kind of folds like an angle
I forgot about the cutting.
Oh, that's it. Oh, I thought you meant the back part.
Right, so that there, I'm just going to change my layer to construction. Okay, the back part is fine. Now, oh, they do there. I'm missing a dimension. Just let me check. That's 20, but okay, 60, yeah. Okay, right, because that's what you're going to end up with, Aaron. Right. So,
Wait, does it? Oh, okay. That's what it
right. So, we've got. So we've worked with this front line here. Okay. We know that that goes back 20. So we're going to go back 20. And from down here, we've worked out that there is 30. Because we've got 90 and 120. So I'm going to come 30, and then we can see that those two link up. And there's a line there. Okay, draw that please. I want you guys to draw it. Get to this point.